That's probably a whole video in itself. Is that the right thing? Is it creating boundaries? I think, is that what he's getting at? You know, yeah.
You don't bring anything to my life, then I exit yours. Hey everybody, we're back. I'm Chris.
And I'm Brett.
And another reaction video to NF, Let 'Em Pray. But we haven't done one of these in a few weeks because you were on the NF tour watching NF because you love him that much.
That's right. Follow him wherever he goes.
No, but you did go see Taylor Swift.
I did go see Taylor Swift.
So that
I
shows
actually got tickets to that.
That shows you the type of musical difference that we have. But we've been reacting to NF's new album, Hope. But this is the last one we're going to react to from this album. So we need to know from you guys where to go to next. So should we go back to his old catalog stuff and keep on the journey? Or is there other things that you would like us to react to? And
we're open to go wherever.
We've been asked how you can support the channel. We do not have a Patreon, but we'll put a link that if you want to support.
Yeah, it was very cool.
I know
to be asked that. So yeah, please.
Thanks.
Be supportive. That'd be wonderful. So
we're not used to people.
If you find value here, yeah, that's right. And we don't know if you like us that much, so you can, if you want to give, that'd be wonderful. It helps out.
I'm excited to hear Let 'Em Pray because I've heard this is one of the Rappity Rap songs.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also excited because since this is the last one that we're going to react to from this album, I can listen to the album.
You can finally listen to the full album.
I know. So
I bet you I will occasionally.
But people, I hope you do.
I will.
That'd be great. All right.
Maybe.
Well, let's see. Let's dive in. Let 'Em Pray.
I'm assuming the warp tape sound is on purpose. I'm going to trust that.
That's wild.
Delegating isn't one of my strong suits. I've seen it take a toll and be harmful. I've seen what it can do when I got both of my arms full, but still continue to pile more on my back though. I learned at a young age, if you want to do something impactful, then you gotta be willing to sacrifice and really go after it with everything that you have, cause if you don't, it ain't never gonna happen. Listen, gotta prevail, gotta excel. Think I hit my peak? No, I just started climbing the hill. Kill or be killed. Well, if that's the way that you fail, I hope you know you about to get the raw end of the deal.
All right. I like this because it's kind of going back to some of his older, like because he does talk in some of his older stuff a lot about like his work ethic and like how he will go forward. Like he's like, I'm going to do this, like no matter what, like I'm going to like that kill or be killed. Delegating isn't one of my strong suits. I've seen it take a toll and be harmful. So he's like, I do all this on my own. Like he's like, I put in the work and the effort, and you like see that as a result of his hard work and just where he's gotten doing a lot of stuff on his own.
Yeah, that struck me because I think I've heard that theme in some other ones that we listened to. Is that I like the fact that in this format to the audience that he's obviously addressing, just younger people and all that, I like people hearing that you do need to have a work ethic, and if you want something in life, you can't just sit around and dream about it. You've really got to go for it, and he said be willing to sacrifice, really go out there and do everything. I mean, that's not a message a lot of people hear. We kind of have an entitlement mentality that I think he's breaking down, which is it's a great way to do it too.
Yeah, and this is a weird pattern actually, like his rap, like there's like at one point it sounded like it didn't really fit, but it's kind of an interesting like syncopated rhythm that I don't know.
True story.
It's interesting.
That's right.
Then you gotta be willing to sacrifice and really go after it with everything that you have, cause if you don't, it ain't never gonna happen. Listen, gotta prevail, gotta excel. Think I hit my peak? No, I just started climbing the hill. Kill or be killed. Well, if that's the way that you fail, I hope you know you about to get the raw end of the deal. I need to meditate. I ain't got no room to grow. I would never say conversations with the Lord should be every day. Reconnecting with my core, get my head on straight, praying on my downfall. Let her.
Hey, yeah, that's right. Threw in some. Okay, I'm working really hard, but I'm connecting with the Lord. I like that. That's a great 1-2 punch because you heard it say. I heard somebody said if you want, it's a famous preacher, but he's not so famous I remember his name. But he said, work as if everything depended on you, and pray as if everything depended on God.
Oh. And
it's a great kind of way to look at things. Both, but you stopped it, so I'm assuming you had some kind of.
No, I like the conversations with the Lord should be every day. Like he's saying, it's not I pray when I need it, or pray, like it's a daily conversation with God.
Yeah, and part of the core of what he's doing. So that's and I have to have this to get everything straight in my life. It's not just about work.
Yeah.
Conversations with the Lord should be every day. Reconnecting with my core, get my head on straight, praying on my downfall. Let her pray. Resume. Check the resume. Set the pace, I don't hesitate. Yeah, just get it done, let me demonstrate. Demonstrate, demonstrate. Let it soak in, let it resonate. Blood, sweat, and tears on the 808s. See him praying on my downfall. Let him pray. Let him pray. Woo. See him praying on my downfall.
I like that. So that almost sounds like they see him praying on my downfall.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of curious.
Isn't that PREY? Like that, like praying.
It sounds like it would be. Like he has
Yeah.
people that want out there who want to see him not do well.
See him praying.
Just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, and I mean this is the thing about rappers sometimes. They always talk about their haters. I'm like, I don't know who their
Well, that's
haters
why
are.
I was wondering about that. Since you're a fan, you would know. Does he have haters? Or, I mean, he's kind of.
So I do know that like a lot of them, I say a lot. Some people in the mainstream don't necessarily like what he does because it is kind of underground, and like because there was an album that came out the same day as Chance the Rapper, and it beat out Chance the Rapper's album. And like there was a article on what's the famous music magazine.
A magazine?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Guitar Player in my day, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. Rolling Stone?
Rolling Stone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was a Rolling Stone article about this guy with, he's like, who is this guy that beat out Chance the Rapper? And like was mad, and so he wrote like a rebuttal song to that guy.
Oh, is that yeah?
And
Okay.
so I think there's people that like get mad that he actually does well for himself, and he's like not a Christian rapper, but he's a rapper who's
Right.
a Christian.
He doesn't drop F-bombs, every
Yeah,
other
and
word. too.
he's
It's-
very much against a lot of what the rap scene is. And
Sure,
so-
okay.
and
Yeah,
he still does
that would
well
make
for himself,
sense.
and so,
Yeah, well, good.
So there are people that
More power to him in that sense.
So they see him praying on my downfall. So they're like, they want to see him not succeed.
Let him pray. Sentimental, influential. Every step I've ever taken in the wrong direction helped me get to where I am today and led to monumental moments in my life that I would not have got to experience if I'd have let the mistakes that I made rob me of my full potential. Life will test you. Don't forget to remember the fundamentals. Woo! I gotta get back to those. Be surprised what you find when you climb out your comfort zone. I get uncomfortable when I get too comfortable.
Oh, I like that. I get uncomfortable when I get too comfortable.
Yeah, that's it. I one of the things I keep saying this that I like the fact that someone to this audience with this style, with this, is saying these things, because sometimes I get frustrated that we say my perception is we say the opposite a lot of times, like in schools or whatever. Everybody's wanting people to be comfortable and safe and all this kind of stuff. Well, you're not going to get anywhere if you do that. He's saying just the opposite, but he sounds like, if you've ever been to a good leadership conference or a motivational speaker, he sounds that way. Take your mistakes as learning opportunities and move on and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and life will test you. Don't forget to remember the fundamentals. It's like you know what you're supposed to do. Remember those things as you get famous and all that stuff, and be surprised by what you find when you climb out of your comfort zone. I get uncomfortable when I get too comfortable, and so I think, especially as like a follower of Jesus, for me especially, like it's easy to get in the comfort zone of like I'm around church people all the time and all that stuff, and so like I need to get out there and talk to people and like get out of my comfort zone. So.
Yeah, this is like a song you ought to listen to each morning. It's one of those kind of things. You probably will.
Let him pray.
I'm out your comfort zone. I get uncomfortable when I get too comfortable. You corner me and that's all she wrote. I'm in a headspace I ain't never been before. You don't bring nothing to my life, then I exit yours. Let's get right to it. Yeah, I ain't with the back and forth. You either...
That's probably a whole video in itself. Is that the right thing? Is it creating boundaries? I think, is that what he's getting at? Yeah.
You don't bring anything to my life, then I exit yours.
Then I exit yours. Yeah. And I could say that is a good thing in one way, but probably not in another. But I think I know what he's getting at, that you don't need toxic people in your life.
Yeah. It's a good line.
Yeah, that is really.
Before you don't bring nothing to my life, then I exit yours. Let's get right to it. Yeah, I ain't with the back and forth. You either with me or against me, an easy choice. The momentum building, I can feel it. My resilience cannot hide it, can't conceal it. Made me suffer some, but also made me brilliant. Pass my brilliance down and teach my children. Life is precious, life is treacherous, life is filled with dead end roads. Keep on pushing, keep on healing. See you praying, all my downfall gone. Keep on praying, God ain't listening to you.
Oh,
Resume.
Oh,
Go ahead,
man.
praise that. Listen anyway.
Shots fired.
That's right. I
So-
wonder who he's talking about. That's what I keep. I'm trying to picture who he's picturing in his head.
I don't know, but yeah, man, go on, keep on praying, because he's saying like I'm hitting all these. Pass my brilliance down, teach my children life is precious, life is treacherous, life is filled with dead end roads. Like that's a good, like what you said, like you are gonna fail, and that's what like I mean, teaching my 5-year-old that, because we play games and he's always like, I won. I was like, you didn't win, and he's like, yes, I did. Like, no, you're gonna fail. That's what games teach us. Like you're gonna like, and how do
big time.
you react when you fail and stuff. And so, but yeah, he's like, keep on pushing, keep on healing. See you praying on my downfall. Go on, keep on praying. God ain't listening to you.
It's a good line. Again, you listen to this every morning.
And keep on healing, see you praying. All my downfall gone, keep on praying. God ain't listening to you. Resume. Check the resume. Set the pace, I don't hesitate. Yeah, just get it done, let me demonstrate. Demonstrate. Let it soak in, let it resonate. Blood, sweat, and tears on the 808s. See him praying on my downfall. Let him pray. Yeah, let him pray. Woo. See him praying on my downfall. Hey, let him pray. Woo. Let him pray. Yeah, let him pray. Hey, see him praying on my downfall.
I get the feeling this is going to be how it ends. Yeah.
Kind of goes out. Yeah, that's such a creepy
Yeah.
melody.
I like that. I like his intros and all that. But yeah, that's good. Again, I think I would make that a theme. I would put that in every grade school in the country, and just to toughen kids up a little bit. But again, it's not just work, but it is prayer and the two things at the same time. So
Yeah, and I mean, I think I really like this one. So thanks for the recommendation. I mean, it
and
was
now
a lot.
you can go listen to the album.
It was
Way
a
to
lot
go, man.
different than I was expecting.
Yeah, there you
It
go.
always is. I'm like, I never know where Let Him Pray sounds like, hey, we're going to pray. And it's like, God ain't listening to you. Don't you keep on praying for my downfall, but it's not happening. Like, oh, not what I expected enough. But
That's right.
It's always keep Johnny
But
Jones.
now you're free. You can listen to that and the rest of the album and
Yeah.
listen to it every
But hey,
morning.
again, tell us what we should listen
Yeah,
to
okay.
next and where we should go from here. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.